Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, I'm not the only one to feel this. I'm sure we all feel this. They're probably most precious asset any country has are their veterans. These are people that sacrifice to protect us, to preserve our way of life, and when they come back home again after being in the field, that it's our duty then to make certain that they're taken care of. That's about the least we can do, I think. So my guest is no stranger to this television station or anywhere that I happen to be. This is Cheryl Hage-Perez, who is the Executive Director of Veterans and Community Housing Coalition. Yes. Welcome back.
It's good to be home.
Yeah, that's right. And you're always at home here,
yes.
Right? Okay,
always.
Good. So Cheryl, every time you're on, I always ask you for updates on what the coalition is doing. Biggest needs always seem to be revolving around housing. And when we last left off, you had the 14 apartments that were scattered about in the community.
Yes.
I want an update on that. And then the 12 units, I think there's 12 units up in Wilton?
Yes.
Good, okay. Give me an update on what's going on.
Well, the 12 units in Wilton, they were built in the 70s, and they had never had a major redo. So this year we received a large grant from the IUE-CWA union. And we have been able to put all new roofs on, new doors, new windows, new furnaces, hot water heaters, the works.
Oh, nice.
So we're almost done with that project. And the 14 apartments is a scattered site apartment program in the county. Right. And we officially opened that on April 1st. And by the end of July, all 14 units were filled. We have 5 families and 8 single veterans who were homeless and waiting for some assistance housed.
You know, some words go together and some words don't go together. Homeless and veterans never seems to make any sense to me. And you know, your organization is so dedicated to making absolutely certain that these people have a roof over their heads.
And the support services that they need to maintain their housing once they achieve it.
Okay, so give me a sense, and our viewers, who, in case they don't know, some of the support services.
Well, case management is a big one. Assistance with transportation. We help with job searches and get job readiness.
That's right, yeah, sure.
We don't necessarily train, but we help with job readiness in terms of filling out an application, role-playing, a job interview. Many of our veterans have never had a job interview. They've gone into the military right after high school where they're not interviewed, and then they come out and they never had made a resume, they've never had to interview, and the skills that they had in the military don't transfer to civilian life.
You know what's interesting about that is that the skills they develop in terms of respect for authority or any specific training that they may get is actually very workforce ready. But the bridge sometimes is a tough bridge to cross.
It is, and you know who helps us is the Chamber of Commerce has a Veterans Business Council made up of all veterans who own or work for companies in the community.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
So they have been a strong supporter of hiring our veterans or helping us help them. So we've been able to partner very successfully with the Chamber and the Business Council on that.
You know, we've got an event coming up.
Yes.
And this money, and I will tell you where the money is going to go this year. It's the second annual, and I remember very clearly the first annual when you were in here last year for this, but it's the Veterans Ball. This is a very, very unique event, and an event that the whole community can take part in to help this organization. Last year, I think it was at the Military Museum, right? Wasn't it? But this year, they outgrew that, bang, like that, because of the support from the community. So this year, it's at the Hall of Springs.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, yes.
Big joint.
It's a big place, and we already have 3/4 of our tickets sold. We're so
That's pretty
pleased.
remarkable.
It just 2 years ago, this ball, I woke up in the middle of the night and like I had a dream. And I thought, how can we make this happen? Last year was the first year, and it was more than any of us expected. And this year, it's just amazing how this community cares about our veterans.
You know, I want to talk about the ball because all 5 branches are represented, and that there's a color guard. There is a way to honor veterans.
Yes.
There's dinner. There's music. The camaraderie goes over the top for sure. That's
Yes.
one thing that really struck me is the camaraderie, the bond that's there. But this is dinner. This is music. This is an honor guard. This is a way to honor your own member of your own family.
Yes.
If they're a veteran, whatever. And the tickets are $50.
Yes. We try
You can't
to
go
keep
out to
it-
lunch in Saratoga for $50, okay?
Well, we try to keep and we're able to keep the price down because of the generosity of the sponsors of the event.
Yes, that's true.
So we hope to be able to continue to do that because that way most people can afford to come. You know, I've gotten invitations for events that are $200 a person. I can't go.
That's right. Sure.
So if we can keep the ticket price down and rely on our sponsors who have been very supportive, and then the silent auction donations and things like that will help us to achieve our goal. And as much as it's a fundraiser, it's also to honor our veterans.
Yes, right.
And to recognize the sacrifices that they made. And this year we have a very special opening ceremony.
That's
we have
great.
World War II veterans.
That's unreal.
And we're going to be
Did you tell me that you've got like 5 of them or something?
10.
10 World War II veterans.
Yes.
You know,
and we're going to have a special opening ceremony with them. And then we honor local veterans who have served in the military and from each of the branches.
Yes.
And then we also honor a fallen hero. And this year we'll be honoring Ben Osborne.
Oh, I know Ben's father.
Yes, Bill.
Yeah, sure.
Very nice family. And Bill was killed in action in 2010.
Yeah.
Ben was,
Ben
I'm
was,
sorry.
yes, that's right.
So we will have a special tribute to a fallen hero.
All right, everyone. Now, you got to plan a little bit ahead on this one. It's Sunday, November 12th. We will be running this interview many times between now and then. $50. Please go show your support. The money, by the way, and we're out of time. I got to go. But the money's going to purchase a van because remember we were telling you about the apartments up front. A lot of times these apartments need furnishing, so this van is used to go around the community to collect furniture, collect donations, collect appliances, household goods, to make certain that these veterans, when they go into these living quarters, are set up to go. Well, Cheryl, great to have you in,
Time
as
flies.
always. Time with you, it really flies. It was great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You're quite welcome. See this interview again. You can head to our website, looktvonline.com.